Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? Welcome back here to another live stream. I hope everyone is having a great day today. Glad to have you guys here back for another severe weather coverage live stream here. Let's go ahead and see. But first of all, before we dive on into it, I want to go ahead and give a special thanks to Jenny for before the stream started, a $20 donation was given from Jenny. Thank you so much, Jenny. If you're still here, I appreciate it. That is very, very sweet of you. That is very, very nice. You do not have to do that. Very nice of y'all. Anyways, let's go ahead and see who we have here for today. Let's see here. We got ourselves Julia. We have Jenny. We have Aiden. Let's see here. We got ourselves Maya. We have, let's see, I already say Julia. Well, Julia's here. We have Hunter. We have Mary. Let's see here. We have Mimi. Got ourselves all the music. We have Corey's animation. We have Catnado. We got, let's see here. We have, I think we had Catman too. Let's see here. We got ourselves Jonathan. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a great day so far. But yeah, we're just gonna jump right on into it. So we went live at a perfect time because there was like hardly anything happening, and then things just really started popping up here in general, overall. And we just now got like 3 new severe thunderstorm warnings in place here. You know what? Let's actually go ahead and remove these scenes. Yeah, we don't need these guys anymore. Let me go ahead and remove that. So, anyways, but yeah, no, we have ourselves 3 severe thunderstorm warnings that just got issued. One's actually included for portions here towards Fort Worth, in which we are looking out there for that. This includes, obviously, like eastern Fort Worth, areas here towards Lindbergh. We have Arlington included, Florence Hill, Lakeland Heights, for the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a potential. And for today's severe weather, we are expecting the potential here for all hazards. You know, tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds seems to be a possibility. And then we are going to, like I said, we are going to be watching out here for that. There's another severe thunderstorm warning here to the northeast for areas here towards like Ladonia. We have, let's see, Gober as well. We have Honey Grove, Wyndham. This one's also for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but also including the potential here for quarter-size hail as well. That is another storm we are watching here. And, of course, we have our final and third severe thunderstorm warning as of right now for portions of Bushy Creek. We have Poynter. We have Frankston. We have, let's see, Netches. And we have, let's see, Berryville included here. So that is what we're looking at out there. Overall, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail for that. So right now, the storms are in that mode of right around 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts in general. We do got ourselves kind of a line of storms forming here. You guys can kind of see that. A little bit of a line is popping off here, getting closer to areas here near like Waco. So there's Waco, Texas, just to the left of Waco. We got ourselves a, a group of storms that's rolling its way towards those regions. Same thing for areas here near like Killeen, Fredericksburg, currently getting some storms out there. But right at the moment, time being right now, they are not considered severe. So that is what is going on right now. Now, in total, across the United States, we have 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. We got ourselves another one out here to the west. It's a little bit far away. I think it's mostly in rural areas, though. It's actually in a zone that's not even expected to see severe thunderstorms today, but there is a severe thunderstorm warning here southwest of Sanderson, Texas. Like I said, I don't think there's many people that live here, and there you go. Yeah, the severe storm will remain mainly over rural areas here of southern Pecos, east central Brewster, and southwestern Terrell counties. So potential for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which, like I said, there's really not many people out there that's living there. Let's see here. TRG says browser on top. Yeah, I got rid of the browser. That was from last live stream. Actually, I probably need to remove it from the other ones as well. This one didn't have it. But yeah, here's the satellite imagery really quickly, y'all. What we're looking at here at the moment. You can see how, we just now started getting a lot of that thunderstorm activity starting. Basically, as soon as that watch got issued. So they issued that watch right at a perfect time. See, watch gets issued, and then boom, a lot of the convection starts to occur inside of there. So, I mean, as soon as they started seeing some of that, some of those small little showers and a little bit of, satellite imagery, little bubbles there of convection, that's whenever they decide they're going to pull it, in which, things are just now really starting to kind of take off across portions here of the east central side of Texas right now. So we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that. We have another storm here just north of Houston that's popping off too. Not currently severe warned, but it did have reports of quarter-size hail on it, as well as multiple trees and power lines that got reported down. This was out here towards the areas near Huntsville, Tennessee. Huntsville, Texas, just southeast of Huntsville, Texas, near New Waverly, west of Shepherd here. That's where that was reported here overall. But yeah, we also got a storm ourselves. Got another storm popping off out here across portions of southeastern Louisiana too, and quite a few of them just in the Caribbean. But anyways, that's that. There's another area we're watching. I don't think I expect much out of this guy. In tropical, quote-unquote, tropical development, 10% chance. It's expected to roll into some high winds, which is probably just going to kill the storm, so that's why I'm not really talking about it. Not too worried about it. Let's see here. Are these storms going to pop off any further west? Probably not. No, probably not, because, what's going on here is we actually have ourselves a cold front that's going to be firing off. I mean, it's possible we could get a few of them, but overall, it's mostly like a long line of storms that's going to be firing here. It's mostly a long line of storms that's going to be firing here. And speaking of, we have that watch that's in place here, and this is in effect until midnight Eastern. So for you guys who's actually in the warnings, or in the watch zone, this will expire at 1 o'clock a.m. or 11 p.m. for you guys. So gotta look out there for that. Anyways, but let's go ahead and hop our way back over here to the radar. Like I said, we got to keep it out there on the radar because things are really just now starting to pop off. Once again, we have Fort Worth right now, the eastern side of Fort Worth, currently under a severe thunderstorm warning. They're in effect for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility there. It's just 60 at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Andy, coming in with $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Andy. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. That is very, very nice of you. You did not have to do that, my friend. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Marcus says, any chance I get rain in Abilene, Texas? So it's possible. I mean, it is possible. You're right on that line between the marginal level 1 threat and the thunderstorm threat. So the odds are very low of you seeing anything. Personally, I don't think you will, but, it's a small shot. Let's see here. Raining good in Arlington, Texas. Gotcha. Well, stay safe out there, my friend. Let's see here. How far south and east do you think this will roll to? So, in general, it looks like the storms could reach out there, possibly even as far east as like Houston. We've already, like I said, we already do have a storm that's actually already out there by Houston. Let me bring you over here to the models. I want to go ahead and bring those up really quickly. Kind of show you guys what the future of this event is going to kind of look like. So let's go ahead and see. We'll go ahead and bring you all over here. So we're going to hop back to the 21 Zulu run, and we'll hop you guys over here right now. So, anyway, so this is the model. This is the HRRR, stands for High Resolution Rapid Refresh Model. So you can kind of see how, things are going to start really popping off here. starting to kick off there in kind of a line of storms in general. It's just going to be a bunch of, clustered thunderstorms, a couple supercells possible. What I mean by supercells is a couple rotating thunderstorms, because we do have a small tornado threat today, actually across portions here near Dallas. And if I hop you guys over here to the Storm Prediction Center here for today's severe weather event, we do got ourselves, like I said, that 2% chance. This does include portions here. Actually, it's not really for Dallas. It's right next to Dallas, though. But it's for areas like Longview, Texas, Rockwall, Texas, Paris, Greenville, Marshall, Texas. Those areas there you can see in that little 2% chance there for a couple isolated tornadoes. The odds of us having a lot of tornadoes is very low. We'll probably have maybe one or two is a possibility. Whenever it comes to the damaging wind possibility, though, look at this. We actually have ourselves 15% chance for damaging wind gusts, basically between 60 and 70 miles an hour today. With hail, we're talking a 15% significant chance there for hail. What that means is that we have a 15% shot at seeing hail basically 2 inches in diameter and larger, which is definitely something, we need to be looking out there for in general. But yeah, that's today's severe weather threat. Just a quick little look tomorrow. We don't got much going on, a little marginal. And yeah, just small hail threat, damaging winds. And after that, got a threat across the areas near Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, Texas, western side, and southeastern New Mexico for Tuesday. So that is the latest severe weather activity there. So, anyways, but back over here to the radar, y'all. Like I said, things are really just now starting to, pop off here regarding the severe weather and stuff like that. Right now, as we mentioned, we do have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings at the current moment, one including areas here between Fort Worth and Dallas. Dallas is actually getting ready to get hit here by a storm. We do have Dallas cameras, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we did. We looked at that skyline camera a while ago. Here. Wow. Boy, do I got something to show you. Oh my gosh. There's a beautiful anvil. Look at that thing. That is amazing. Look at that anvil cloud right there. That's what we call a cumulonimbus incus. That is beautiful. And you can see some, convective towers back here, those cumulonimbus towers. That is crazy. That is a really pretty view. This is in, skyline areas here. This is a Dallas skyline here, which that is amazing. That is really amazing. So we're going to keep on looking back and forth on this camera here. We'll definitely have to do that, as, that's definitely something that we need to look out there for. Let's see, we have radar over here. We'll keep that off for now. But anyways, yeah, we'll keep on tuning back into that here. It's really beautiful out there. And so that's actually the part of the storms that's right here. Those are the storms right now that's popping off at the moment. And, we do have ourselves a second cell that's firing off here towards Irving. That's just northwest of Dallas here. It's just northwest of Dallas here. And we are seeing, overall, like I said, another potential there for, pretty strong storm. Right now it's not considered severe. But it is going to be impacting northwest Dallas. It already currently is impacting northwest Dallas here, so we'll definitely need to be watching out for that. But for the cell that's to the south here, for the one that's by areas like Arlington, Florence Hill, that's just east of Fort Worth here, this one's for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So they also did include the possibility here for 0.75-inch hail, which is basically, penny-size hail. So penny-size hail is nothing to worry about, really. The main concern in this storm in particular is the threat for wind damage, is a possibility here overall. Let's see, up over the velocity for a minute, so there's no air rotation. So that's something we got to keep an eye out there for. Is, like I said, maybe a few tornadoes can't be ruled out. Maybe a brief spin up could be possible. So we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that. Let's see here. Andy coming in with another one. Thank you so much, Andy. That is very sweet. My dad's calling me. I appreciate that, Andy. Thank you so much for the donation. That is very, very sweet. I appreciate the support. Once again, dude, that's very nice of you. You did not have to do that. Very, very nice of you. But yeah, so on the storm up here to the northeast here towards Honey Grove, out there by Wyndham, let's see here, Gober, Bailey, and Ladonia. We got another storm that's popping off out there. Currently is severe. Now, this one's actually warned for the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So, quarter-size hail is at the boundary where you should start worrying about hail a little bit. Because, once you start to get hail up to the quarter size, that's whenever, some mild damages can start to occur. And so that's something that you got to really look out there for is, the hail and stuff like that. So, but like I said, there's a possibility that we could be seeing a lot of big hail today, well over quarter size. I mean, we're talking probably 2 inches in diameter, twice quarter size, and maybe even larger. So that's something to watch out there for. It looks like we have a new severe thunderstorm warning out there by Fort Smith, Arkansas, believe it or not. This is for portions near Mountainburg, towards Chester. Let's see, Alma as well. This includes Dyer, Mulberry, Rudy, and let's see here, Kibler. So this is a new warning that just got issued here for half-dollar size hail. So that's larger than quarter size by about 0.25 inches. So 1.25 inches in diameter is the expected size, while quarter size is 1 inch in diameter. So we're talking 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. Half-dollar size hail. So got to watch out for some, gusty winds. You can actually see that on the radar right there, all that bluish, kind of turquoise color there. Right there, that is, that is essentially what we are looking at there for the winds. You can really see that's where the wind gusts are at, kind of by Rudy right now. So, like I said, to the people out there towards Alma, Dyer, Mulberry, this little punch of winds is going to work its way towards that region. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Daisy says, good to be here. Almost missed it. I understand the seawater is coming into Mississippi River and we'll be able to have drinkable water. Would like to know if it's true. I don't know anything about that there, Daisy. I have not heard anything about any of that there. Let's see. We got a new warning. Looks like an extension warning just got issued here. Let's see here for this. So this is the one out there by Cooper, Klondike, Commerce. So they extended that warning. It looks like there might be a little bit of rotation on that cell there towards Wolfie City. Did they put a tornado possible on that new tag? They did. So they put a tornado possible tag on that new severe thunderstorm warning because it looks like there might be a little bit of rotation here east of Wolfie City. We need to watch out there for. But anyway, so this includes Commerce. Let's see, Klondike, Cooper, Ridgeway. Let's see, Ridgeway it's Ridgeway. Let's see, we have Cumbie as well. This includes 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail, and like I said, they have a tornado possible tag. Does not say a tornado is an immediate danger, but it says that we got to watch out for a few spin-up tornadoes, as they, could be possible. So, right now there's no immediate danger. There's no reason you should seek shelter right now. Remain away from windows, obviously, but whenever it comes to it, areas towards Commerce, just be prepared in case if a tornado warning does get issued. Just be ready to go to your safe spots. Now would be a good time to think about where your safe spot's at, just in case if a warning gets issued overall. So we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop our way back over here to the camera for a minute. So this is a live view in Dallas. Absolutely beautiful. Like, so we have ourselves an anvil cloud there. Big old upper level pancake, it looks like. Very, very thin cloud out there. But it is beautiful, I tell you what. So basically, this is what we call a anvil cloud. It's known to be considered anvil, but the real scientific name of it is actually, like I said, cumulonimbus incus. That's the name of it. If you look off in the distance too, you can see a couple bubbles. A little bit of cumulonimbus towers popping up out there. But it's just a beautiful sight. If you take a minute to appreciate it, I mean, big old thunderstorm brewing out there in the distance of that, the Dallas skyline cam. It's absolutely beautiful out there. Absolutely. So, anyways, but yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep on hopping back and forth to that every once in a while. Keep on giving you guys updates on that live view in general. But yeah, it's just really, really pretty out there here overall. So, is that trying to rotate too? Oh man. So we have another storm out here southeast of Dallas. So there's Dallas right here, southeast of Dallas. This is basically in eastern Texas, by portions here towards Bushy Creek, Frankston, Berryville, Coffee City, see Netches, I think that is. Might be another little area of rotation trying to pop up on that. Let's see here. They did not include a tornado possible tag on that. Interesting. So that, we need to keep an eye out there for that. See what that does here in general. It's really those two areas. We got to watch out for this guy here. Oh, just got a warning. Just got tornado warned, actually. All right, so remember when I told you guys in Commerce to be prepared and know where your safe spot is? Now is the time to take action. Commerce is now under a tornado warning. Klondike is also included in this tornado warning here. Also, Wolfie City. The area of rotation is just to the east of Wolfie City here. So let's go ahead and take a look at there for that. I think we're already on the closest radar we have here. So guys, get into your shelter. Now is the time to act. Now is the time to take shelter. If you live across portions here towards Wolfie City, Commerce, Texas, and Klondike, we got ourselves a tornado warning that's now in effect here. So make sure that you guys are inside of your safe spots. Make sure that you guys are ready to go. Because, yeah, we picked up that rotation a little bit ago. There's a bit of rotation here east of Wolfie City. We'll have to keep an eye out there for that for potential tornado development. But like I said, there's a tornado warning in place, meaning that you've got to take shelter. You have got to be on the lookout here in general. So once again, we have Commerce, we have Klondike, Wolfie City. Make sure that you guys are, inside of your safe spots. Like I said, we recommend to go, if you do not have a basement or a storm cellar, we recommend you to go into the central most interior room of your home. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible overall. So do that if you can. Like I said, obviously, it's time to seek shelter because this storm is definitely, it looks like it is definitely rotating out there east of Wolfie City. So we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that. Also, like I said, we got to keep an eye out there for this storm too. It looks like there could be a little bit of rotation here also for places here west of, Brushy Creek here. So we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that overall. We'll definitely need to be... Definitely need to watch out there for that. Let's see, we have Pointer, we have Frankston, we have Berryville, Coffee City. Let's see here, we have Netches as well. Looks like there is a little bit of area of rotation here that we need to be monitoring closely. So we'll definitely keep you guys in the loop here. But like I said, right now, guys, if you're just now joining us, there's two areas we're really looking out for right now. Let's see, we also have a severe thunderstorm warning here between Fort Worth and Dallas, just for the possibility here of 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts as of now. Nothing extremely crazy. However, to the northeast of that, we have a supercell out here towards Commerce, out there towards Klondike here in Wolfie City. It actually looks like there might be a little bit of a hook on that too. Whenever it comes to it, y'all, like I said, there is a tornado warning on this, meaning that you have got to take shelter. This is the time to act. This is the time to be inside of your safe spot. Once again, if you do not have a basement or a storm cellar, like I said, go into the central most interior portion of your home. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. Grab your shoes if you can quickly. Grab a helmet. Grab yourself a first aid kit. If you can do that all real quickly, go ahead and do that. But like I said, Wolfie City should be inside their shelters. Same thing for Commerce as well as Klondike. Just until further notice here, we'll definitely let you guys know when that tornado warning gets expired. There's a bit of rotation here just east of Wolfie City, right in this area here, okay? A little bit of rotation here. This is basically, let's see, we're going to hop over to my other screen because this one shows me a better area. So let's go ahead and move right over here. So right now, this is located right next to, let's say near Wolfie City. We're going to go ahead and bring up the velocity on this one here. So this is kind of by State Highway 11, basically just here towards Durham in a way. That's kind of right where the storm's rotation is at the moment. So we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that region there in general. So once again, Durham, Wolfie City should you guys should be inside of your safe spot. Also, let's see here, Farley. Let's see, Farley maybe. Let's see here, Jardin. We have Yowell. We have Needmore, West Delta. We have areas here towards Klondike, Friendship, Horton. Let's see, like I said, Commerce as well. Commerce seems to be pretty populated. The storm is relatively moving in that direction, so make sure that you guys are inside of your safe spots right now. Now is the time to act, okay? And I will mention, on top of that, there is a possibility here for maybe some winds up to 60 miles per hour. So 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail is also a possibility with this storm that's rolling through these regions here. So definitely have got to be on the lookout there. But once again, the rotation's kind of located right next to Durham here. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye out there for that. If we hop right back over here to my other radar for a minute, like I said, we have another storm that could be rotating here just west of Brushy Creek here. We are definitely keeping an eye out there for that. You can see right here, here's northeast Texas. This is just southeast of Dallas, near Athens, Texas. This is just to the south of Athens. This is between, like I said, just slightly to the west here of Brushy Creek here. We've got to keep an eye out there for that. Also, we have portions here of, Pointer. We have ourselves, Frankston, we have Berryville, Coffee City. You guys are inside that severe thunderstorm warning, but there might be a little area of rotation that's trying to pop off here, so we'll definitely need to keep an eye out there for both of those storms. The one that's actually tornado warned right now for Wolfie City and Commerce area, as well as the other one that's right here, just to the south. This one's not tornado warned, but it is severe thunderstorm warned. I don't think it has it does not have a tornado possible tag, but it definitely looks like there could be a little bit of rotation inside of that storm here. This is scanning about 9,000 feet up, so there is a little bit of altitude difference. But things could change, as you go lower into the atmosphere in general. But we'll definitely have to, be looking out there for the cell regardless. Even there is a bit of upper level rotation, so this does make this storm a supercell. And like I said, the environment that the storms are in today, there is a shot that a couple tornadoes can happen. It's possible. So that is what we need to be looking out there for overall. But once again, we're going to hop our way back over here to my other radar. Once again, we do have ourselves a tornado warning in effect here. This expires in about 35 minutes here for quarter-size hail, as well as 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts potentially. We have rotation right here near Durham now. Like I said, this seems to be mostly east of Wolfie City. Wolfie City still remain your shelter just to be safe for the moment being. Let's see, we have ourselves areas here towards Fairlie. We have Jardin included. This is Commerce, Texas. Includes portions here also like West Delta. We have we have Needmore, we have Yoel, West Delta, Klondike, and Friendship. You guys are inside of a tornado warning, meaning that you guys have got to take action. You guys have got to be in your safe spots right now. Once again, looks like it's rotated right over. Looks like that rotation's right over Durham right now, in which we definitely have got to be keeping an eye out there for it overall. In terms of correlation coefficient, yeah, the radar's a little hard to read at this altitude. I mean, because we're scanning pretty high up there for the most part. I mean, we're scanning about 9,000 feet, so it's a little difficult to read any debris or anything like that, or any debris if there's anything out there. But right now, at the moment, it's radar indicated. As of now, there's no confirmation that the storm is, or the tornado is on the ground. But like I said, do not let that determine if you go to shelter or not. There's a tornado warning. There is rotation, which the next step would be for there to be a tornado on the ground. So just make sure that you guys are in your safe spots and obviously away from windows. Like I said, make sure that you guys are inside of your safe spot. Like I said, if you have a basement, if you have a storm shelter, that's where you want to go to. And if you do not have that, like I said, the central interior portion of your home, that's the next best option. That is where you want to go there in general. So just make sure you guys are watching out there for that. We'll definitely keep an eye out there for it. It's going to need to be watched there for a little bit. We got another storm popping off here towards Waco. Not currently severe warned, but Waco should watch this one. Same thing out there towards Killeen. There's another storm rolling in that general direction. We are getting a long line of storms that's popping off here across the way, so we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that overall. Let's see here. Phil says, good evening. Good evening to you, Phil. See, how are we looking in southeast Pennsylvania? No problem today. Yeah, today's concern is just for like Texas and southeastern Oklahoma, portions of southwestern Arkansas and northwest Louisiana. I'll go ahead and show you real quickly before we'll get to the tornado warning again here in a second. But yeah, Pennsylvania, there's nothing even remotely expected in that area for the next while, so you're good. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, but like I said, today, guys, this is where today's threat is located, mostly in Texas, but you can see that, the risk actually does extend into portions like southeastern Oklahoma, portions of southwestern Arkansas and northwest Louisiana here in general. So we'll definitely need to be on the lookout for those regions there. But anyways, let's go and hop our way back over here to the radar, y'all. Like I said, I don't like to leave these tornado warnings, unattained or unmanned for that long here, because basically it's a pretty serious situation here. But like I said, we do have a tornado warning in place for northeast Texas. This is out here by Commerce here. Rotation's just slightly to the northwest of Commerce in an area called Durham. So Durham is where we are seeing that, that's where we are seeing that rotation at right there. So we'll definitely need to be on the lookout for it. This is tracking its way here to kind of towards Commerce overall. So we'll definitely be monitoring this. It actually looks like there is a bit of a hook on it too. If I hop you guys back over here to the, back over here to the radar, you can kind of see there's a little bit of a hook out there. It kind of looks like it is hooking a little bit, according to the radar here. But if we hop back over here to the velocity, it looks like that area of rotation is kind of right around Durham or so, somewhere around in here. So definitely looks like that rotation, could be pretty strong. Now remember, like I said, this is about 9,000 feet up in the air. This is definitely, a little ways up in altitude, but there's a lot of things that can happen, a lot of changes that can be made without, within certain elevation. So what's happening at 9,000 feet where we're scanning could be different, but like I said, regardless, the environment today does support some tornadoes. Not to mention, we are seeing upper level rotation, which that is showing us that we are seeing, a supercell here, in which, supercells are known to potentially produce tornadoes. Not all of them do, but some of them can. And like I said, we are in a tornado warning right now. A warning means to take action, so that means you guys have got to be inside of your safe spot, okay? That means you guys have got to take action right now. Once again, if you have yourself a storm cellar or a basement, that's where you need to go now. If you do not have those, central interior room of your home. Do not be in a trailer. If you're in a trailer, completely ditch the trailer and find a better, sturdier structure. Honestly, I would rather be in a ditch than in a trailer. So, like I said, if you're in that region, if there's absolutely nothing nearby, and if there is, you're in a trailer in the middle of nowhere and there's a ditch nearby, go in the ditch. That's what you got to do. you know, that ditch is going to provide you more protection than a trailer would. And I'm being serious about that, because what happens during tornadoes is that trailers are like tumbleweeds, and they really start to flip and they start to turn once those winds really get next to them. So that's the problem. You know, that's the big problem there. So just make sure that you are not in the trailer, and if you are, go find a sturdier structure, okay? That's what we got to tell you guys to do out here. But once again, yeah, we are seeing some rotation here, once again, in northeast Texas, if you guys are just now joining us. So here's Dallas, just to the northeast of Dallas here, probably, you know, good 70 miles or so. This is out here towards areas, let's see, near Fairleigh, towards portions here of Durham, heading towards Commerce, in general direction of Commerce. So definitely got to be on the lookout there for those regions there. But that's that. That is essentially what we are, you know, seeing with that one storm. There's another storm we're also monitoring here too, down to the south. This is towards portions here like Bradford. We got to keep it out. You know, we got to keep an eye out there for areas here near Bradford. Looks like there could be a little bit of rotation here over Boise, d'Arc here. Right now there is no current tornado warning, so there's no reason to take shelter right now, at least. But I definitely would say to monitor this system very closely. Okay. Definitely would say to monitor the system here very, very closely, in which, you know, like I said, it looks like it could be rotating as well. But like I said, the same thing as well. This storm here is about, you know, we're scanning about 9,000 feet up in the air, okay? So what happens 9,000 feet up is, you know, probably different than what's happening here off the ground. But that is that. You know, that is what we are seeing here. Do I think there's a tornado on the ground? Right now, we have no confirmation that there's a tornado on the ground. But like I said, you should treat every single tornado warning as if there is a tornado on the ground. You got to treat all tornado warnings equally. You know, observed or not. You got to treat them all equally. And anytime there's a tornado warning, you got to assume that there is a tornado on the ground, okay? That is how you need to treat these situations. And, you know, that's what you need to do in general, okay? So make sure that you guys are in your safe spots. Like I said, there's a bit of rotation here by portions near like Fairleigh, whatever area that is. And it is tracking in the general direction here towards Commerce, Texas. We definitely do need to be looking out there for that. As of right now, let's see, I do not see any rotation or anything like that on it at the moment. So we'll not rotation, debris, I should say. There is rotation with the storm, but I'm not seeing any debris in general, which, you know, right now there's no confirmation that it's on the ground, but for your safety, you better be inside of your safe spot, okay? That is, you know, that is something that you need to, you know, really look out there for that. Let's see here. What website is that? It's one of my programs I use. I have a lot of programs. Let's see here. Ragtie says, hey, brother. Let's see. Glad to catch you live again. Great channel. Well, thank you, Ragtie. It's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for joining. And like I said, if you guys could share this information, like I said, there will definitely be, you know, it would definitely help out if you guys could share this out there to help get the word in general like that. Like I said, you know, that is that. Let's see, there's no tornado yet, but there is a tornado warning. There is strong rotation, says Maya. Yeah, there is. Yep. But anyways, you know, like I said, guys, if you guys could share this live stream to help get that word out there, especially if you know anybody up that lives in Northeast Texas and just Texas in general, because, you know, like I said, today there's a lot of threats for Texas. You know, hail, damaging winds, and all that stuff. Got to keep an eye out there for it. It looks like we actually now have a warning for Dallas. Not a tornado warning. It's a severe thunderstorm warning here for Dallas out of that new cell. Seems like that back cell is, you know, kind of tracked relatively far to the south here for the most part. It actually kind of did a cell split there. I don't know if you guys seen that. It kind of like split in half there. That northern side died. It's always the southern tail that goes dominant here, but it looks like there's a lot of lightning activity here in South Fort Worth right now. South Arlington here. Like I said, we have a new warning here just north of Dallas here for the most part. This is a warning here for just hail. Right now the wind should remain under severe limits. We are, you know, like I said, we are looking at, you know, we are looking at winds right now under 50, expected to be under 50 right now. But the hail is possibly up to quarter size. You know, it's not an extreme storm, nothing extremely crazy right now, but it is definitely, you know, a storm that you need to monitor its progression because, you know, the environment that we're in today definitely could turn pretty gnarly there. Anyways, but let's go ahead and hop our way back down here. We're going to hop to my other radar here in general. We're going to go ahead and see what's going on down here. So we have ourselves, like I said, we have another storm we're watching here as well. It looks like it could have some rotation on it here just north of Montalba. This is just west here of Brushy Creek. in general. This is also in basically, it's kind of east central Texas. This one's just southeast of Dallas. Probably a good 50, 75 miles or so southeast of Dallas. But it looks like there is a bit of rotation here, basically just west of Brushy Creek here. So we definitely need to be watching this storm as well. And then to the north, we have ourselves that tornado warning we've been looking at there for, with a little bit of rotation possible out there by, northwestern sides of Commerce. So Commerce has got to keep an eye out there for the storm here in general. We have got to watch out there for the storm here because, it looks like there is a bit of rotation on the storm. And like I said, you got to treat every single tornado warning as there is a tornado on the ground. Like I said, there's no confirmation as of right now that this one has a tornado on the ground, but you got to treat all tornado warnings equally, tornado observed or not. You got to assume that there's always a tornado on the ground. That is how you get to your safe spot. Like I said, you got to, anytime a tornado warning is issued, you got to act immediately. You've got to grab your shoes, got to grab your helmet, grab yourself your first aid kits, and you've got to get to your shelter. That is what you need to do, and that includes areas here by Commerce, Texas. You better be in your shelter right now. Same thing for places here also just to the northwest of that. There's actually places near, let's see, Fairleigh. I think that's the name of it. We're going to hop you guys over to this radar. Shows a little bit more areas here. So Commerce is right here. So Commerce is included. We have Fairleigh here as well. We have Durham. We have ourselves, let's see here, Jardin. We have Needmore inside the warning, Horton. West Delta, Klondike, Go. We have Friendship as well. So make sure that you guys are inside of your safe spots. That's where the tornado warning is at. As of right now, we have 24 minutes to go until this warning gets expired. Like I said, depends on what it's doing in 24 minutes. If it's still looking like it's producing a tornado, potentially could produce a tornado, they'll probably issue another warning. But if not, then they'll let it expire. But right now, the current warning we have in place does expire here in like I said, in 24 minutes. Okay, so this will expire here basically at 8 o'clock Eastern or 7 for you guys. Let's see here. Wolf Gamer, Tropical Stormer for 1 month, saying hi. What's up, Wolf Gamer? Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Very, very sweet of you, and I hope you are having a great day. But yeah, it does look like there is a bit of a hook on the storm here as well. Is also a classic supercell signature. Is those hook echoes. And it looks like it does have, a little bit of a tail right here, kind of just right here towards, just kind of north of South Sulphur, so North Sulphur, I guess. But that's where that's at. It also looks like there could be a little bit of hail in the storm as well. We are talking the potential here for quarter-size hail as well as 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts also being a concern. So that is something to watch out there for. It actually looks like the storm is splitting in two. If you look at that closely, you can actually see it looks like it's starting to do a cell split. So basically, the south cell always goes dominant. So this supercell here, the one that's currently tornado warning, or currently tornado warned, we definitely need to be looking out there for that in general. The north cell will probably continue on for a little bit, but these cells on the north side usually don't remain dominant. The south cell always goes dominant. So the top cell here will eventually start to probably eventually die out at some point, which, I mean, at some point it will for sure. But anyways, that's the south cell we got to really look out for. It's the one we got to really pay attention to. And once again, we do have a tornado warning if you guys are just now joining us. This is in Commerce, Texas. This is proportioned here towards Horton. So we have Fairleigh as well. We have Jardin included. So we'll definitely need to be on the lookout there for that. What's up, FaZe? Hope you're doing good. And like I said, we have another cell up here in North Dallas. North Dallas is actually currently under a severe thunderstorm warning here for areas here near University Park. This includes portions near Gifford, portions here of, let's see here, Bethard as well. This includes Richardson, Garland, let's see here, areas towards Murphy. We have Rockwall included. This is a warning just solely for hail as of right now. There's no, wind damage or no damaging winds expected as of right now. Next update could turn to damaging winds, but right now the winds are expected to remain under 50 miles per hour. We are talking, maximum hail size up to quarter size. Quarter size hail is, nothing extreme per se, but it can cause some inconveniences, in which that is why it's warned. So definitely got to be on the lookout there for that. There's also another cell here that's just southwest of that current, that current severe thunderstorm warning here, towards areas here near Cedar Hill. We have Lakeside, we have the Cove, we have Lynn Creek Hills. Another cell is popping off. It looks like there's a lot of lightning activity on this cell in particularly. Possibly even a little bit of small hail too. I would not, say is impossible. I mean, if you look closely, you can actually see a little bit of a core out there towards Heather Glen there. Maybe a little bit of hail, heavy rain mixing in with that. But for the most part, it is not currently severe warned, which is good. We do have another severe warned cell to the southeast here of Dallas. towards places near, let's see here, Boise Arc. We are talking portions here towards, towards portions of Todd City. See Brushy Creek. We have Fosterville. We have Frankston. We are talking 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail with this one, and this expires in about 20 minutes. So this is definitely another cell we need to monitor, because at one point it looked like there was a bit of rotation. There could very well be a little bit of rotation in the upper levels. It looks like it is rotating maybe a little bit, south of Boise Arc. Somewhere in there, pretty broad rotation looks possible. It's up in that upper elevation, kind of actually probably more of the mid-lower elevations here. But it is definitely picking that up here. So we definitely need to look out there for that. There's no tornado possible tag on it. There's no warning, so there's no reason to take shelter right now. But if a warning gets issued, like I said, at that point, then that's whenever you need to take action. Speaking of warnings, like I said, we do have a tornado warning in effect, guys. If you're just now tuning in here, or if you guys are following along, there is a bit of rotation here now south of Durham. This is kind of just east here of South Sulphur. Looks like it's kind of heading there a little close to Commerce. So if you're in Commerce here, Texas, you got to be in your shelter right now, because there is a tornado warning in effect. As of right now, it's still what we call radar indicated. So right now, it's just rotation that's been picked up on radar. Right now, there's no reports as of yet of a tornado on the ground. But we've mentioned that you guys have got to take every single tornado warning. You got to treat every single tornado warning as a tornado is on the ground. You've got to treat it very, very seriously. Every single one needs to be treated the exact same. So Commerce, got to be inside of your shelter here. Let's see here, Fairleigh, I think it is. We have Horton, we have Needmore, those areas here by Klondike. It looks like that rotation's more southwest of you guys, but just for your safety, you remain in your shelters as well, because you are in the polygon, which you definitely have got to be, just prepared for the system in general, or for this little area. Back over here to my other radar, it does not appear that there's any signs of debris, anything like here. But whenever it comes to it, there is no signs of, there's no signs of debris yet. But remember, this is also scanning about 8,000 feet up in the air. So what's happening at 8,000 feet could be different, a couple thousand feet lower than that. So treat it as if it is on the ground. It definitely does look like it is rotating fairly well out there by Commerce. It's just to the northwest of Commerce here for the most part on the western side. So we got to really be watching out there. You've got to be in your shelter if you live out there towards areas here near Commerce. So just make sure you guys are there. Let's see here. How did you know I was on here? Haven't commented. Says Andrew. Well, that's my name too. Got a fellow Andrew in here. Let's see here. But yeah, so definitely got to be in your safe spots, guys. We'll be watching this here. Warning does expire here in approximately 18 minutes. Definitely does look like it is rotating pretty well. Let's see. We're gonna bring up the. There we go. We're gonna bring up the actually the end rod here. Yeah, that really kind of shows you where that rotation's at. Right in that area there, by Commerce. So that's where that rotation is located. Right just northeast here of Naylandville, and just slightly to the west here of Commerce. Like I said, that could definitely change too. Tornadoes are not, or like I said, rotation is not directly always vertical. It could obviously, it could shift with altitude. So, for example, at this level, at this level of the atmosphere, we're scanning about 9,000 feet up. This could shift to somewhere else. That rotation could be somewhere else at the lower elevation. So, just know they can turn, and that, like I said, it's not approximately always going to be directly under this. But that is essentially what we are seeing here. So Commerce, like I said, you better be in your shelter just to be safe, okay? Commerce, better be in your shelter here until further notice. We got ourselves approximately, let's see here, 16 minutes to go. So we got 16 more minutes until this warning does expire. Like I said, you can see that area here of, rotation that is popping off here. Once again, just west of Commerce here. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out there for that in general. There's another cell that we should definitely keep on monitoring as well. There might be a little bit of upper level rotation here. It looks like there is upper level rotation here, just southwest here of Brushy Creek. So we got to keep an eye out there for that. The current warning for that cell in particular is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So that is something we need to look out there for. Oh, wow. Okay, so that cell up there, wow. Okay, so that's now confirmed. The one out here by Dallas, the storm that's, just on the northeastern side of Dallas, apparently now we have 1.25-inch hail that's been reported in 2 different areas. So let's see here, MPing reports, and another MPing report. So this was as of, let's see, 2:37 and, let's see here, or sorry, hold on, not 2:37. This was 23:37. and 2336. So there's two different areas that they might be the same person, might not be. I don't know. Considering they have to travel from point A to point B in 1 minute, I don't think that's the same person. But there is reports here of half-dollar size hail. Let's see, the warning is still for okay, they just now updated that to half-dollar size hail. I find it interesting how they said that the hail threat is still radar indicated, even though we just got those. Like I said, we just got those reports coming through. But anyways, that is that is essentially what we are looking at there. Let's see here. TRG says expansion. I don't know if expansion of the tornado warning. Let's see here. They sure did. Yep. So they include Cumbie now. We have Campbell. We have Naylandville. We also have Brashear as well included. I was about to say TRG. I don't think that's how you spell that. I'm not an expert at spelling things. You all know me, but I don't think that's how you say it. But anyways, yeah, there is a new extension. This includes Campbell. Let's see, Naylandville. Let's see here, Cumbie. We have Brashear. Let's see, Ridgeway included here as well. I got to keep an eye out there for it. So they actually did increase the hail size on the storm too. So not only is there a tornado that's possible here, but there also is the potential for half-dollar size hail as well. So that is something that we need to really be looking out there for as well. Doesn't look like we have any cells, so we have cells, but we don't have any severe warnings on those southern cells right now. So really all the things we got to watch out there for is for the storm out there by Dallas. Like I said, Dallas, North Dallas just got reports of half-dollar size hail. And, whenever it comes to that one cell out here, that tornado warn one we have, there is a bit of rotation here by Commerce that we are watching between Commerce and Naylandville. Right in this area here, you can barely see, there you go. Right in that area there. Right in here is where that rotation is located. So, Campbell, Naylandville, Commerce, Cumbie, you guys have got to be in your shelters until further notice. Like I said, this includes portions here of Interstate 30 and Highway 24. So make sure that you guys are inside of the, like I said, make sure that you guys are inside the safe spot. Make sure you are, if you have a basement or a storm cellar, get to your basement or storm cellar. If you do not, then go to, like I said, the central interior room of your home. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. Obviously, you want to, put as many barriers between yourself and the outside to help give you the most protection from the storm, from the outside. And like I said, if you have time, grab yourself a pair of shoes, your first aid kits, as well as overall your, a helmet if you can. If you can do that real quickly, but like I said, you should mostly just run to your safe spot right now. Considering this, like I said, if you're out there by like areas near Cumbie and Campbell, like I said, you probably have a few minutes to react here. So make sure that you guys are there. But if you're out there between like Naylandville and Commerce, it's right over you now, and you need to be inside of your shelter immediately. I mean, really, everybody needs to be in their shelter right now across this region here. So let's see, once again, Brashear, Cumbie, got to watch out there for that. Let's see, Campbell, Commerce, Naylandville. Like I said, guys, make sure that you all are prepared and that you guys are now ready to go. We still got that warning for Wolfie City in general. Wolfie City, I think you guys are pretty much good to go. The warning is about to probably be expired here. I don't know why they still have the warning there for Klondike and let's see, your portions of Wolfie City. So you guys are probably pretty much good to go. However, the warning expires in 12 minutes. They'll probably get rid of that cone here, or that polygon here soon. But because they just issued that southern one essentially. So for Cumbie, let's see, your portions of Campbell, Naylandville, those areas there. Let's actually help you guys over here. Those areas out there, that's where the new polygon is at. So make sure that you guys are inside your shelters. Make sure you guys are inside your safe spots. But it looks like that rotation is kind of by Highway 224 here right now. It looks like they're by 224 and let's see here, Highway 24, State Highway 24 there. Just south of Commerce, it is somewhere right in there. That's where the rotation is located, somewhere in that vicinity, so somewhere there. Let's see here, rotation on north cell so steady. Are you talking about the one we're looking at right now? Because yeah, there is. That's why it's warned. But anyways, yeah, back over here towards the one cell, we have another storm that's in kind of like northeastern Dallas. So there's Dallas right here. There's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 26 minutes for the possibility of winds, basically remaining under 50 miles per hour. And we also are seeing the possibility of hail potential up to not just a possibility, but actually we've reported hail up to 1.25 inches. And actually, we just got another report coming through here. Let's go ahead and hop you guys over here. Another report. This is actually on that tornado warning cell of 1.25 inch hail reported in Ladonia, in general. And that's that. But there is rotation here west of Commerce. It is right there, kind of towards Commerce, in general. So we got to be looking out there for that here overall. It looks like there is a hook on it too, according to the reflectivity view. So on reflectivity, there is definitely a hook on it. Which that's just a classic supercell shape over it all. Just classic supercell, not supercell shape overall. So that is something that you need to watch out for. And you guys have got to be in your shelter once again if you're in Commerce, Campbell, and Cumbie, those areas there. So y'all just be careful, be safe out there, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. They actually did just drop the warning for Wolfie City, as well as Klondike. You can see right there, they just dropped the warning there. The tornado warning, anyways. They just dropped the tornado warning here for Klondike and Wolfie City. However, they still have it for Commerce, Naylandville, Campbell, Cumbie. Let's see here, Brashear. So those regions there, you've got to be inside of your shelter still. Let's see here. My daughter Ash is in Fort Worth area. She says getting real sketchy now. Wow. Okay, so we actually, yeah, I can see that. We have more hail reports that's actually coming through now. And it looks like it's actually up to golf ball size hail now, according to the, let's see here. Actually, according up to, the latest report here. This is from the public. This was reported at 23:48. So this was 4 minutes ago. We got reports out there by Buckingham, which is in basically northeastern Dallas in general. But we do got reports here now of, essentially 1.75 inches, which that is golf ball hail. Yeah, golf ball hail is definitely something you don't want to mess with. They still have the warning for $50, even though they just got that. And also, I find it weird how they still have the hail threat as radar indicated, even knowing we have several reports here from the public and more of the public here. So, see, I think all of these, yeah, except for the new one is all MPing reports. But anyways, yeah, that's that. And on the tornado warning cell, as it, I think that was at the time where it did that cell split. It was, yes. So as it did that cell split, see Ladonia out there, just north of Commerce reported 1.25 inches, which that is essentially $50 size hail. $50 size hail. Let's see here. Hoodie Villain says, I'm in Commerce. The tornado siren's been going off for 10 minutes. Got my shoes on. That's good, man. Make sure that you are safe and just keep an eye out there for it, okay? Because it's definitely something that you need to monitor. Like I said, there is a bit of rotation still kicking off there. You can actually see it. It's right over Commerce right now. It kind of looks like on the western side of Commerce. Right in that area is where we need to be watching out for. Campbell. See, Campbell, you guys need to be in your shelters too. Commerce, Cumbie. All of you guys inside of your safe spot right now. And like I said, if you do not have a storm shelter or a basement, what you got to do is you got to be inside of the central interior room of your home. So put as many walls, you guys know your house layout, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. Go into an area such as a closet. That is the best place to be. And you just make sure it's kind of on the interior portion of your home. That's going to provide you the most protection overall from tornadoes and such. So definitely got to be on the lookout there for that. Whenever it comes to correlation coefficient, I don't see any debris signatures, but this is also scanning about 8,000 feet up. Not all debris signatures are scanned this high, so I'm not saying there is a tornado on the ground, but I'm also not saying there's not either. You need to treat every single tornado warning as it should be. You need to treat every single warning as there is a tornado on the ground. This is a storm that you can just not say, well, I'll believe it when I see it. Don't be like that. Don't be hard-headed. Just get to your shelter, and just ride it out until further notice, until we let you guys know that you're good. Because I can assure you, I've been studying meteorology for many, many years, and this is this is an area of rotation that we are seeing here, and that's obviously why they warned it. They put a warning for a reason. They did not just issue a warning to put a warning out for no reason. They put it there because they saw rotation just like I did. So that is something we need to look out for. So Campbell in your shelter, Commerce remain in your shelter here, Cumbie as well. You guys have got to be in your safe spots here until further notice. Once again, I'll let you guys know when it's safe to do so, when it's safe to come outside. But at the moment, remain in your safe spot. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning out there by areas here near Waco. So Waco, Texas, near Woodway, following down the highway. I believe this is highway, what is this? Or Interstate 35. Between Waco and Troy, there is now a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. Maybe even a little bit of rotation over there, just west of Larena. But this is a warning here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, quarter-size hail. So definitely watch out there for that. It still has a little bit of work it needs to do, but we'll definitely keep an eye on it overall. Definitely need to keep an eye on it. Because, like I said, the environment that we are in here today is favorable for all hazards. Tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds is a possibility today. So make sure that you guys are watching that. Gotta be careful. Okay. Sorry, I'm just snacking on something real quickly. But anyways, like I said, you guys have seriously got to be taking shelter here. There's actually more hail reports coming through. See, for Garland. So make sure you guys are watching out. There's actually just north of Dallas. See here, so. But yeah, once again, we have tornado warning here for Commerce. We have Campbell, we have Cumbie. See, Naylandville. It seems like that rotation's now southeast of Naylandville. So make sure that you guys are obviously, still in your shelter. Like I said, if you're in the polygon, there's no reason why you should not be in your shelter, okay? See here, but Hoodie, once again, dude, please be safe out there. It seems like that rotation is starting to pull a little bit more south, but we'll definitely need to look out there for that. In general, this area we need to definitely be watching here very, very closely. So we'll definitely need to be paying attention to that. So it actually looks like we got a new warning up here to the north of that tornado warning cell. Actually, 2 new warnings. We got one down extension for the south side and another warning for that second storm. Remember whenever it did the storm, the cell split here? So the storm split into 2. Now that northern cell is considered severe for areas here towards Roxton and Paris and see Toco. We have Brookston. See Petty. It looks like there's actually a bit of a hill core out there by Petty right now. And let's see here. It looks like there is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. No tornado tags, so that's good. But that is a new warning. There's also another warning here. Oh, wow. Okay, things are really starting to blow up now. Another warning here for that one cell. We were looking out there towards Brushy Creek. This now includes areas here towards Montalba. Okay, so that region there, out there by Palestine as well. In Elkhart, there's a new warning in place here for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So that's just a new warning I wanted to mention. There's also another cell on that south side, just south of Killeen, Texas here, out there by Florence and Briggs and Jarrell. You guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning here for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well. So that is what's going on there. They just de-extended the warning here for portions near, basically north-central Dallas. That has now been expired. However, there's another cell that's impacting South Dallas here. Also areas here by like Grand Prairie. There's another cell that's rolling its way in towards Dallas area. But we do have ourselves a quarter-size hail reported out there by Garland. Just now came through not too long ago. There's been a lot of hail reports out there by northern Dallas on the storm here. So so far the biggest hail we've seen was about 1.75 inches, and that was out here in North Dallas as of now. I see Rains. Yeah, I see your comment. Rain says how we had 3-inch hail. Not yet. Not today. Honestly, it's possible we could get hail to maybe at most 3 inches in diameter. It's definitely a possibility. But right now, the biggest one we've seen was nearly 2 inches, or golf ball size. 1.75 inches in diameter. But it's certainly possible we could get hail over 2 inches in diameter today. So just be on the lookout for that. That's kind of one of the main threats, actually. One of the main threats is hail, and of course followed by the, followed by damaging winds, and then ultimately, ultimately as well, another, a couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out there. But anyways, they just, once again, they removed the tornado warning there for, Klondike as well as Wolfie City. You guys are now safe to come out of your shelters. However, now, if you live out there, once again, this is Texas, northeast side. This is by Commerce. If you live in Commerce, If you live there in Naylandville, Campbell, Cumbie, let's see here, Brashier. Make sure that you guys are inside of your shelter there. Make sure that you guys are, once again, ready to go. Definitely have got to be watching out there for that there. So, that is that. Let's see here. But but yeah, so guys, once again, we'll let you guys know whenever that does get expired here. Overall, see, Mary said beer back. Okay, sounds good, Mary. But yeah, things are really starting to pop off here. I'm gonna go and hop you guys over here to the satellite view. I mean, I can just show you just how everything evolved. It's crazy. So look at this. So we had ourselves the watch get issued here in that bracket, and then things just started blowing up like crazy. Definitely is pretty crazy so far. So, we are seeing a lot of explosive activity here with these thunderstorms. Let's see, is this in Texas? Yes, this is Texas. So the overall outlook for severe weather today is across the yellow and the, across the yellow as well as the green, or the dark green, I should say, not the light green. Light green's a couple thunderstorms possible, nothing severe. However, like I said, we have, the yellow area. This is the big area for today. This is where, the most activity is expected for today. Is in this region here, okay? And of course, we have ourselves the the dark green area here as well. The dark green region, that is the marginal level 1 severe weather threat. That is basically, where still severe weather is possible, but not as great of a likelihood as the yellow area. Once again, the yellow is like the bullseye. That's where the heaviest activity is forecasted to be for. Okay, so that's that. It actually looks like we have new information here, y'all, on that tornado warning cell. Go and hop you guys back over here. So when it comes to it, we had that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Klondike, Cooper. That they just actually canceled the severe thunderstorm warning in effect there for that tornado warning cell. However, the tornado warning is still in effect there. Still got to keep an eye out there for that. This is still in effect for those areas overall. Whenever it comes to the velocity, there's definitely been a little bit of rotation here by areas near Cumbie, Campbell, those regions. So just make sure that you guys are still in your shelter. Like I said, I'll let you guys know whenever it's safe to come out. But right now is not a time to come out of shelter. Once again, basement, storm cellar. If you have any, like I said, if you have any, basement, storm cellar, that's the first place you want to go to. If you don't, central interior room of your home. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible here. As well, like I said, not to mention as well, we definitely have got to be looking out there for, those trailer people, the people who live in the trailers. Like I said, do not be in a trailer, because a trailer is going to provide you absolutely no protection at all. And so, what happens in tornadoes and just really strong winds in general is trailers, they can start tossing like a tumbleweed. And like I said, it's obviously not good. From whenever you have, tornadoes and stuff like that, just make sure, like I said, if you're in that situation, to go find a sturdier structure. Like go find a building, something to take shelter in, just something other than that, something other than that trailer, because that's not going to provide you any protection at all. And so, just keep it out there for that. But anyways, that's that. So don't do that. Like I said, even a ditch would be more protective than the trailer would be here in general. We are getting a lot of hail reports coming through. Look at that. A lot of hail reports coming in through that cell that just rolled through North Dallas here. A lot of hail reports between 1 and 1.25. We did have one 1.75 inch hail report. So apparently we've had some hail up to golf ball size. I think they still have the warning for $50, I want to say. They still do. So $50 size hail, that's still the still what it's warned for, considering most of these are in the the $50 size for the most part. But we do have that one golf ball size hail, so it could be a little larger than that. Definitely a good possibility. Let's see here. So with the tornado warning, guys, if y'all are wanting to know when this thing expires, we have ourselves 26 minutes to go. Gonna bring y'all back over here. So this is the tornado warning that's right here. Once again for Cumbie. Let's see, for portions of Commerce. This includes Campbell. You can see expires in 26 minutes. Also, on top of a possible tornado, we do have ourselves the potential here for a 1.25 inch hail being a potential there. So 1.25 inch hail, $50 size hail, and a tornado is possible. So make sure that you guys are watching out there for that, okay? Make sure that you guys are definitely watching out there for that. Let's see here. I have family lives in Austin. So Austin, Texas. Let's see here. I'm going to find Austin, Texas. So whenever it comes to Austin out there, I think see here, I gotta find it. So the majority of the threat is out. Okay, so I see Austin now. So Austin does have the shot for maybe a few isolated severe thunderstorms. I mean, it's possible. The watch they issue does not include Austin, as you can see here. But you can see that this line of storms is working its way here towards Austin. I mean, right now there's the line right here. See, it's working its way towards Austin. You are in a slight risk too. They are in a slight risk. So let your let your family know that Austin does have a shot for a couple strong to potentially severe thunderstorms today overall. So it is definitely something that Austin needs to watch out there for. I mean, you are in that threat. I'm glad to say that tornadoes is not a threat for Austin particularly. That's more of a northern Texas threat. But still large hail and damaging winds it is an expectancy. Is a possibility, I should say, more than expectancy. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning here, y'all, south of Dallas on the one cell that's popping off here. I'm assuming probably 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Looks like they're towards Glen Heights, pretty gusty. So yeah, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail is a possibility. No tornado tag. So this includes Glen Heights, DeSoto, see Avila, I think that Avila. So those areas are actually experiencing some pretty gusty winds. It looks like on velocity we have a pretty big little line of gusty winds that's happening right there. But we have ourselves, see Pelican Hill here, or sorry, not Pelican, Pekin Hill. We have Red Oak, we have Garrett included. Let's see Bardwell, Alma, and Palmer. Once again, this is in basically just south of Dallas for the most part. There's central Dallas. It's basically just south of Dallas there. So at the moment we had those two cells split. These were actually a part of each other at one point. You can actually see that they actually split up for the most part. And then this one went to the northeast, and then this one went to the southeast. So, kind of going in their own directions here. But overall, I mean, that is that those are both severe storms, and they are both possibly producing some hail, or potentially could produce some hail as well as some damaging winds. I think that northern cell is not really a damaging wind threat. Yeah, this one's just a hail threat. Wind should remain under 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there. So overall, that is that. So that's good. And let's see here. So that's the latest update with that one. So back over here to that tornado warning, guys. Once again, we have one tornado warning up here in northeast Texas here popping off. Looks like we have a little bit of a tail here by Campbell. It's like Commerce, Cumbie, Campbell. Make sure you guys are inside of your shelters, as keep an eye out there for the storm. Like I said, it's a little bit of possible rotation is happening by Campbell and Cumbie right now. So just make sure you guys are still inside of your safe spots until further notice. Right now, according to the current polygon we have ourselves about 23 minutes to go until this thing does get expired. So about 23 minutes to go until we do get the expiration here. So and also on top of that, on top of that as well, not only is there a possibility for a tornado out of the storm here, but there's also a shot for some hail too, maybe up to 1.25 inches in diameter. So some $half size hail is definitely a possibility on the storm here. So keep an eye out there for that overall, and stuff like that. So that is something to watch out for. Once again, we have another set of storms here on the south side of that line popping off here, actually near Austin. Somebody was talking about Austin here. You can actually see Austin. There's a few storms to the west of Austin right here. Severe warning to the north of Austin towards Florence for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Another one northeast of that towards Temple for actually Waco. Here. We're talking 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail as well. Seems like that's kind of like the baseline of the warnings right now is between 60 wind gusts and 1 to 1.25 inch hail for the most part. It seems like that's where most of the grounds are at. Another one towards extreme northeast Texas, towards Paris, Honey Grove, Toco, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. And, of course, we have the one here towards Palestine, also for the same 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. So got to watch out there for that. Also, there's a lot of lightning activity on these storms today, so expect a lot of loud thunder, expect a lot of big lightning strikes to happen out of all these storms in Texas, because the atmosphere is pretty energetic, it seems. I'm going to go take a look at the meso-analysis, actually. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of instability out there. Yes, there is. We're about 3,000 joules per kilogram, which that is a lot of energy in weather standards. Let's go. We're going to hop you all over here to that. So this is the meso-analysis. So the most of the thunderstorm juice, basically the thunderstorm fuel, the heaviest of it is right in here. right in this region. So you can see obviously northeast Texas and the eastern side. So that's where the heaviest thunderstorm fuel is at, and that's where the storms are actually forming at. So that is the greatest likelihood there. Whenever it comes to the winds and stuff like that, let's see here. We're going to take a look at the lower level jet stream here. The winds aren't moving too crazy, but it looks like they are moving north, relatively to the north here, in the northeast side of Texas. It went from 10 to 15 knots or so, which could spawn a few weak tornadoes for the northeastern side of Texas, where those winds are doing that. And even the the tornado probability here from the convective outlook does show us that we do have that that 2% chance up there across northeast Texas in general, overall. And of course, the upper level winds here in general, like I said, this is what basically steers the storms for the most part. Got a bit of a trough. That's that severe weather event we had yesterday. A little bit of a decaying trough out there. But that frontal system, that cold front right there is what's causing the storms to pop off across, Texas here. The decaying cold front is what's causing that. But the winds are actually, fairly strong. Fairly decent. I would say they're really strong, but they're around 30, 35 knots, which, that's supportive for the storms to separate their updrafts from their downdrafts, and overall keep the storms relatively healthy for the most part, and somewhat long-lived. So that is something that we need to take in consideration here today, is that some of these storms could be fairly long-lived, fairly decently long-lived. Wow. Okay, we just got reports, guys, of now 2-inch hail reported here. That's crazy. 2-inch hail is reported here towards Garland. Texas here, it's just northeast of Dallas, so basically, just northeast of Dallas here. This is for Garland, Texas. We just got reports here from up to hen egg size, about 2 inches in diameter, 2 miles north of Garland. That's crazy. So this is at 23:59 UTC. So this was actually about, about 12 minutes ago or so. So it was, just issued there. But that is, hail's definitely increasing in size. It looks like, that's for sure. Back over here to the tornado warning, guys. It seems like that rotation's now south of Commerce. However, for your safety, y'all in the tornado warning remain in your shelter until further notice. They'll probably get rid of it soon, honestly. I think they probably will. It seems like that threat might be dying down a little bit for the most part. But just remember, Campbell, see Naylandville, we have Commerce, Cumbie, see Brashear, Ridgeway. Make sure you guys are, keeping an eye out there for this, okay? Because, like I said, tornado is possible. Tornado is possibly a concern out of here, as well as $half size hail is a concern. $half size hail is a concern, and like I said, a tornado is a good possibility too. Okay, so gotta watch out there for like I was explaining to you guys. I mean, you gotta treat every single tornado warning as it's on the ground. You gotta treat every single one as if it's on the ground. Like I said, Cumbie, Campbell, Naylandville, Commerce, see Brashear, Ridgeway. You guys got to be in your shelters and assume that there is a tornado on the ground. Like I said, there's no confirmation right now that there is a tornado on the ground, but like I said, it's something you got to assume that is happening. And like I said, it wouldn't matter if it's observed or not. You got to assume the worst. Okay, just for your all safety. You just got to do that for your all safety. So make sure you're in your shelter. Once again, make sure that you are basically. And either if you have a basement, storm cellar, as we always say, go to that. That is your number one source of protections in the basement storm cellar. If you do not, go to the central interior portion of your home. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. Okay, provide as many barricades as you can to yourself to help you out in any situation possible. So make sure that you guys are doing that. Make sure that you guys are doing that. And if you live in a trailer, like I said, completely ditch the trailer. That is going to provide you no protection at all. Going to provide you literally no protection at all. And which you better, you definitely got to be, finding a better place to go. Like I said, a shelter, something, something to find. I mean, if it's even just a sturdy brick building or concrete building, house, neighbors. I mean, if you're in a trailer, I mean, bottom line is you got to get out of the trailer and you got to find a better spot. Let's see here. What's up, Pilot? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, man. Let's see here. Also, the Odd One. What's up? What's up, K Emmett? Hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for joining, y'all. But, like I said, this tornado warning does expire here in about 16 minutes now. So I don't know if they're going to end up expiring that prematurely or they're just going to let that timer run out. But we got 16 minutes to go as of right now. This will expire here basically at 7:30 for you guys. So make sure that you all are definitely watching out there for this. And we also do have ourselves a warning out there. Expires in 1 minute. Some of these warnings are going to be expiring here. So the one that's up here in northeast Dallas is about to expire. So we got 46 minutes on the one here, just south of Dallas. Let's see, one for Waco, 31 minutes. One for Florence, 45, basically. Palestine, 45. Paris here, 46, 45 minutes, basically. So the one that's about to expire includes, let's see, Rockwall. Yep, just now expired. So you guys are now good to go. However, I will say there is probably still going to be some hail that's falling on that storm there, considering that, the last several minutes here, we actually did just get a lot of hail reports here overall. I mean, some between 1 and 2 inches in diameter, slightly larger than golf ball size has been reported. 2.2 inches, or sorry, not 2.2, but 2 inches in diameter has been reported there, which is, definitely some pretty solid hail, and that would definitely cause some damages, to cars, houses. I mean, could cause some injuries to animals, people outdoors. Especially if you mix it in with, terminal velocity and stuff like that. It's just, it's falling speed basically, is, probably not going to be too nice. Probably not going to feel too good. So, just remain indoors. At that point, if you ever see hail that large, remain indoors. But like I said, the warning has just now got canceled. So I mean, you should still stay inside, away from the outside for now. If you're in the path of it, near like Rockwall, Lavon, and those regions there. But overall, that's that. What's up, Pete? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But once again, y'all, tornado warning expires here in about 15 minutes. We just got a little bit more to go on this one. Not too much longer. And on top of that, like I said, we have not only a possibility for a tornado here, but also the potential here for large hail as well. Potentially up to 1.25 inches in diameter seems to be a good possibility. So that is that. See, what time is it? It is 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central, and 0:16 Zulu. But that's that. So that's what we need to watch out there for. Once again, we have about 14 minutes. We'll keep on looking at that storm in general. Out there by Waco, we got a pretty nasty storm south of Waco. Looks like a lot of lightning activities popping off out there on Interstate 35 between Troy and Waco. It looks like it is definitely hitting pretty good. Right now, though, it's nothing too crazy on the storm. Mostly, I'd say, is a lot of bright lightning, as well as a lot of very loud thunder. I'm sure is happening. Like I said, there's a lot of energy in the atmosphere. I mean, we're talking over 3,000 joules per kilogram inside these storms here, in some of them. So there's a lot of available energy for these thunderstorms to really crank off. But whenever it comes to it here, we are seeing the main threats out of this severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail, and also I'm sure they mentioned continuous lightning. They did not, actually. It's surprising, but I can tell you that there is a lot of lightning on the storm here. A lot of lightning. Considering that it's in a very heavy pocket of instability, or thunderstorm fuel. Think of it as like the fuel for thunderstorms. Like the gas tank for thunderstorms. There's a lot of fuel in the tank, y'all, for these storms out here. So, whenever it comes to it, it is definitely pretty energetic out there. That is for sure. But let's go ahead and take a look here back at this area here. I don't think that storm is rotating heavily anymore. I mean, there might be a little bit of weak rotation, weak upper level rotation still happening on that tornado warning cell. But like I said, still remain in your shelter until it's expired. But it looks like that rotation's definitely faded a little bit. Not as heavy as it once was. I mean, not to mention we're scanning about, at this point here, we're scanning 8,600 feet up. So that's a little high up there. A little high up there. Not to mention, things really change as you go throughout the levels of the atmosphere in general. So that is, something to definitely look out there for that. It looks like we actually just got winds by Waco reporting up to 59-mile-per-hour winds there. Let's see here, they do observe? They did not. But there has now been reports. We have a mesonet here. Let's see. That's basically just northwest of Waco. We just got reports of from an ASOS station here of 59-mile-per-hour winds out there in general. So definitely something you need to look out there for. Let's see here. This has taught me how quickly things can happen. 30 minutes ago, it was 9 degrees sunny. Now it's going crazy out there. Yeah. The temperature can drop quick. I think that's what you're talking about. The temperature change is amazing, how quickly it can do such. Especially these cold fronts, because you get, the warm air that's being pushed out of the region. You got the cold air that's being replaced, or the warm air that's being replaced by the cooler air. But anyways, like I said, y'all, please, please be safe out there, y'all. We're gonna keep on watching this for you guys. So we're gonna make sure you guys are up to date with the latest information and stuff like that. We'll be here for a little bit tonight. We've already been live for pushing an hour and a half already. It's crazy. Let's see here. Can I check by Crumby? See, you mean Cumby? Says Cal. Is it Cumby? Is that what you're looking for? But Cumby, we have ourselves that terrain warning still in effect here. 10 minutes ago, we're gonna go hop y'all over here to this view. Hold on, let's go hop y'all back over here. So whenever it comes to it, yeah, Cumby is actually in the the warning here for let's say tornadoes. Obviously, is a tornado warning means a tornado, immediate danger of a tornado is imminent or expected to develop here. As well as possibly hail too. Like I said, we're talking potential hail up to 1.25 inches in diameter. Being a good possibility. So that is something to definitely consider watching and all of that stuff. So just be careful, guys. So we only have ourselves 10 minutes ago. If I hop you guys back over here to the velocity overall, like I said, it looks like things have definitely weakened quite a bit. Doesn't look like there's much rotation happening anymore out of the storm here. So I think we're mostly pretty solid now. Let's see here, this is a tornado on the ground. There's no confirmation, Rain, that there's a tornado on the ground. There's no confirmation of it. Personally, I do not think so at this moment. But like I said, definitely, you should still treat any tornado warning as there is a tornado on the ground. You should definitely treat every tornado warning that there is one on the ground. That way that you guys are always aware, and you guys are always protected for the most part. So but that's that, y'all. So not too much longer on that storm. We're gonna hop you guys back over here. Actually, I want to show you guys the satellite view here in the recent time being. I mean, look how quickly everything just exploded. It's amazing here. So we have this watch that just got issued. I mean, as soon as the watch got issued here today, so you see the watch comes out, we start to see these little bubbles come through, these little bubbles of convection, and then boom, everything just explodes into activity. So really crazy. Really, really crazy how that just, just quickly blew up like that. Let's see here. What's supposed to be happening around 11 p.m.? So storms are going to continue for a while, even at that time. So the watch actually expires at 11 o'clock for you guys in the Central Time Zone. You can see right here, maximum winds up to 70, maximum hail up to 2.5 inches in diameter, as well as you can see the expirations at 12 a.m. Eastern. But remember, this is a Central Time Zone, so this will actually expire here for you guys, right around the, basically right around like 11 p.m. for you guys. So definitely look out there for that. Let's see here, but see the sky's orange, probably because the sun's going down. Can be often pretty. Let's see. Actually, speaking of, we have the Dallas camera still, and it's still pretty light out there. They moved the camera on us though. They certainly moved the camera on us though. It's definitely not as it looks a little dark out there, a little hazy, according to that. But we'll hop back over to the camera here in a little bit, see how things are going. Like I said, right now that was a camera in Dallas. The only thing that's near Dallas right now is that cell that's on the south side. Yeah, it's on the south side there for Waxahachie, I think it is. And we have Oakleaf, DeSoto, Cedar Hill, Pecan Hill, Palmer. We have Garrett, Ennis, those regions there. Quarter size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there for the most part. So that's what's going on there. Let's see here. So 7 more minutes on the tornado warning, guys. Not too much longer. Once again, Cumbie, Campbell, Commerce, you guys should still remain in your shelter. But whenever it comes to it, we'll let you guys know whenever this thing does get expired. Let's see here. What's up, Aiden? Hope you're doing good. We got a storm out there. Let's see, south of Waco. A lot of lightning activity popping off here, y'all. 21 minutes ago in this storm here, particularly quarter hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Another storm here north of Austin, south of Killeen. Same thing, 60 and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Let's see. I'm in Lufkin, Texas. How long before it hits here? So Lufkin, let's see exactly where you're at. So, Lufkin, Texas, you are in the slight risk after all. So, I mean, you are definitely in that severe weather threat. Let me actually bring you over here towards Lufkin. Let's see. Your closest radar is Shreveport, actually. So, there's a storm you can see right here. There's a storm that's, Oh, wow. We just got reports of golf ball hail in that storm. The one over here by Palestine right now, that's currently where this is at. So this thing is tracking, I mean, relatively, let's see here, to the southeast at around 20 miles an hour here overall. I mean, so you can see the storm is, I mean, this storm might actually just pass slightly to your south, actually. But, you know, the storm should be still a couple hours away. That's if we don't get a new storm that develops somewhere in that region. I mean, it's possible considering we had Houston got a stray thunderstorm that popped up earlier. So saying if there's not any stray thunderstorms that pop up there over Lufkin anytime soon, you know, this line of storms will probably still be, you know, a couple hours. Yeah, I mean, it'll still be at least 2 hours or so maybe. But anyways. Let's see. It looks like there could be a tornado soon. Hopefully there's not. Hopefully there's not. See, Hoodie says, let's see, it's definitely eased up out there. Thank you for everything you do. You kept me from panicking. You're very welcome, Hoodie. That's what I'm here for, you know. Here to make sure y'all are safe and all that stuff, and you're very welcome. Yeah, it was, like I said, we have 5 minutes to go on that warning, so this thing's about to expire. Hopefully they don't extend that. That would not be too good, but I wouldn't see any support why they would extend it. Like I said, it looks like it is fading down a bit. It's definitely not what it used to look like. I mean, at that one point there, it was rotating pretty fairly decently. I mean, you can really see that. We go back here several scans. You can really see right in there. It was rotating pretty well, but comparing to now, it's like it's faded quite a bit. It's faded quite a bit. Let's see here. As always, how does San Angelo, Texas look? So San Angelo does have a threat, but I don't think you're gonna see much out there. So if you look at this, you can see San Angelo here. You're in a level 1 threat for severe weather, but you know, I don't think you're gonna see anything. Because that cold front is what we're looking out there for. It's actually, all the storms are east of you. I don't think there's going to be much more storm development out west towards your location. So I think you're fine, actually. Let's see here. Thank you. You're very welcome. Pretty big mesoskill discussion. I did hear that. I think TRG mentioned that here. Let me double check. Let me look at it, actually. I don't think it's anything special. Yeah, basically just continuing that risk, they're saying. Severe risk continues across portions of northern and central Texas. So, nothing new. Nothing new at all. Risk for large hail damaging winds continue over the next few hours in northern Texas. And like I said, back over here at the convective outlook, I guess since we're already on the Storm Prediction Center's page, I'll show you. So, severe weather here. Like I said, we have a 2% chance for tornadoes up here in northeastern Texas, you can see. So that's something to look out there for. Damaging winds, we have a 15% chance here for you know, some damaging wind gusts ranging between 60 and 70 miles an hour. And whenever it comes to hail, we're talking a 15% chance, a 15 significant chance actually, of hail between 2 and 3 inches in diameter possible. So pretty large hail is definitely a good shot. You know, those significant severe areas include like Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, Arlington, Plano, those regions in general. So I just want to go ahead and mention that for you guys. Let's see here. So we got ourselves 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left on the warning there. Let's see here. Hoodie Villain coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, dude. That is very sweet of you. I appreciate that. With the support, the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. You did not have to do that. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. That is super sweet of you. Big shout out goes out to Hoodie. Y'all give Hoodie a big thank you. That is much appreciated, Hoodie. Thank you so much for that. That is that is awesome. Let's see. Ragtie says Hoodie, I see rock. Absolutely. Hoodie, you do rock. Thank you so much once again, dude. I'm glad that you're safe. I really am. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Just like I said, just remember, guys, you do not have to do any of that. You know, I'm not in it for the money. I just care about y'all. Plus, I enjoy tracking the weather, so. But, you know, I see that as a bonus. But thank you so much there, Hoodie. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, we only have 2 minutes left in the warning, so it's about to expire here soon. Not too much longer. See, will we see more than 23 named storms this hurricane season? I don't know about all that. I mean, we've already seen quite a few of them now. I mean, because right now we're on the ladder going down, or the slope, I should say, going down. We're on the falling action right now. Because you got the rising action, you got the climax. The climax was like 1 or 2 weeks ago, like beginning September. And then now we're on the falling action right now. So that is what we are, that's the point we're through. I think we just got a new warning, actually. Towards, was this warning here for Austin? West of Austin? Looks new, actually. Yeah, we have an hour and 1 minute left. Quarter size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts for Johnson City, Blanco, Peyton. Let's see, Rocky Creek and Post Oak. Storms can't be moving that quickly to be, yeah, south at 10 miles an hour. No wonder why that warning has so long. Because it's going to be in this area for a while overall. Let's see here. Yeah, we got the one storm here by Florence, Texas, too. This one's for 30 minutes left. 30 minutes for quarter hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. Then we got areas north of Temple. Yeah, look at the amount of lightning on that storm, though. Like I said, that's absolutely crazy. It's pretty nuts. And as we were explaining there's about 3,000 joules per kilogram. Typically 1,000 is good enough for, severe thunderstorms, but we're talking 3,000, which that's pretty high instability. That is pretty high instability. So that's a lot of thunderstorm fuel, a lot of energy that's compacted in the atmosphere here. And this is definitely showing with all that lightning activity. So it is definitely pretty crazy. Oh, they just canceled the tornado warning, guys. So you all are now safe to come out. However, they did add a severe thunderstorm warning to replace it. I'll go ahead and show you guys that. So once again, there was that tornado warning in effect for Cumbie, Campbell, Naylandville, Commerce, Brashear, Ridgeway. You guys are now safe. So Hoodie, you're good to come out of your shelter now. Things look like it's probably gone. Yeah, Commerce is actually not even in the warning anymore, but we still have we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that's in place here for portions like Cumbie. Let's see here, Campbell, Lone Oak, some of those original areas. Let's see, Point, Emory. Let's see, Edgewood and Grand Saline. It looks like there could still be a little bit of rotation. I bet you they put a tornado possible on it, though. They did not. That's surprising, actually. But they have 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and $half size hail, so that hasn't changed on the storm. Even when it was tornado warned, it was still possibly expected to produce those. But yeah, the tornado warning is gone now. There's no active tornado warnings as of now. Hopefully it stays that way for the rest of the night. We don't want any more tornado, or we don't want any tornadoes in general. We have no reports of that tornado on the ground. There was no reports of it being on the ground, but it was always good just to make sure you guys were in your shelters. That's all that matters. And it's just all that matters is that you guys are, getting the safety out there. That is for sure. Yeah, and like I said here a little bit ago, we had a lot of hail reported up there in North Dallas. I mean, look at that. A lot of hail, actually. Most of them in the range of, between 1 and 2 inches in diameter, actually. Definitely pretty impactful. Most of them are actually right around 1.25 inches in general. Let's see here. I'm now expecting very little coverage now that you're moving to Florida. Oh, no, nothing will change on the channel that I'm moving to Florida. I'll still be doing everything I do. See here. TJ says, thanks for SC. Very welcome. You're talking about South Carolina? Let's see. Finn says, severe, he took a halt for 2 months, then woke up this week. That's true. Yep. Yeah, because it's been crazy with the tropics. I mean, the tropics have been blowing up like crazy. This year has been pretty active for an El Nino, especially. An El Nino year in the tropics that's this active is pretty daggone rare. It's crazy. But anyways, we got a storm out here, y'all, towards Red Oak, Pecan Hill, towards Ennis, Garrett's, Bardwell, and Alma and Palmer. This is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail, so kind of a baseline severe. Once again, they did just cancel that tornado warning we had in place for areas near Commerce, Cumbie, Campbell area. No longer in effect. You guys are now safe to come out of your shelter. However, I would still remain indoors because there is still a pretty strong storm out there, capable of producing 60-mile-an-hour winds and $half size hail. And north of that, we have Paris. Probably not the Paris you're thinking of, but this is in northeast Texas out here towards Toco and Brookston, towards Sumner and Reno. This is for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there. Of course, we have Palestine. Actually, we had reports of golf ball-size hail here not too long ago. It also looks like we're getting around 40-knot winds out there. We're probably going to see that little pop-up up here on the Mesonet here soon. Yeah, so right around 40 knots, that's basically like 45-mile-an-hour winds or so, maybe a little higher. But it's definitely a little hefty in terms of the winds. So the winds and the hail is pretty strong in the storm. Yep, they have it warned for golf ball size hail. They still have the hail threat as radar indicated, which I find a little odd, even though we have that obvious report here. And this was even from the fire department, too. Golf ball size hail reported on FM 3224 near Balloon Facility. So they reported it in a balloon facility apparently. Let's see. But this also includes, like I said, Palestine. Yeah, that's probably the most populated area in this area, or popular area in this warning, I should say. We have Elkhart. See, Slocum, I think is how you say that. Yeah, you guys are in. You guys are in that one too. Let's see here. Any major updates anytime recently? So yeah, the biggest update we had is that tornado warning got expired. It's the most recent. So that makes us with 0 tornado warnings right now, which is good. Hopefully it stays that way. We have a relatively new severe thunderstorm warning out there towards Blanco and Johnson City, towards also Sandy, Texas. This is directly just north of San Antonio. So there's San Antonio right here, just, I'd say probably at least, I don't know. Let's see. So this is measuring about 30 miles away from the radar. So yeah, it's probably about 30, 40 miles away from San Antonio, just to the north for Johnson City and Blanco. Severe thunderstorm warning in place here for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail for the most part. So that's that. I guess we'll just go up the line here. Another one here for Florence and Gerald in Texas for ping pong ball size hail. They upgraded that actually, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. Gotta look out there for that. Another storm south of Waco by areas near Troy, Bruceville, Eddy. Let's see, Satan. Oh my gosh. We have Chilton. We have, let's see, Marlin, Perry, Lott, those regions there. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. North of that, south of Dallas, actually. This one's just south of Dallas for Red Oak area, Palmer, Ennis, Bardwell, Waxahachie. It's kind of an odd name, but also for quarter and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So yeah, most of these are in the low-end severe thunderstorm tier, but it definitely seems the hail is the more superior threat. The hail is definitely the more superior threat overall. So that is that's my main concern. My main concern is hail between 2 and 3 inches in diameter being possible. Following by the possibility of those those winds out there. Getting up between 60 and 70 seems to be the most likelihood there. Seems to be the greatest probability. And I'm just going to hop you guys back over here to the convective outlook here. So here is the latest SPC outlook. This is the Storm Prediction Center outlook, so SPC. 2% tornado threat. Like I said, within 25 miles, there's a 2% chance that a tornado could happen somewhere in that 2% zone. Very low odds. Very, very low odds in general. So it is possible, a tornado or two could happen somewhere out there. Damaging winds is a 15% chance. Every 25 miles that makes up this yellow area, 15% chance that we could be seeing some damaging winds ranging between 60 and 70 miles per hour. And of course, whenever it comes to hail, that's where it's still 15, but you notice how there's that black net around it. That is what we call the hatch risk. And that basically means that we are seeing in this case possibly some hail up between 2 and 3 inches in diameter being a possibility. I mean, we've already seen hail reported up to 2 inches so far. Storms aren't really close to being done yet. I mean, the storms are going to happen until basically midnight Eastern time. Definitely not going to be live that long. Not going to be live for the entirety of the whole entire event. But we've already been live for almost 2 hours here. But anyways, regardless, like I said, it's still a good shot. We could see some really large hail tonight. That's once again that seems to have verified itself already. Seemed to be the biggest concern is the hail all overall. How is Shreveport looking? Shreveport has a chance for a couple isolated severe thunderstorms, but the odds overall of you specifically getting a storm is a severe thunderstorm, I should say, fairly low. But yeah, you are in that region here. The storms are going to work their way to the east overall. And could work its way towards the Shreveport area. I mean, it's certainly possible, but in general, like I said, it's pretty unlikely. Those areas out there in that east central Texas, that's where the greatest probability is. I mean, obviously you can see just how the explosions of severe weather has been kicking off there. It's honestly really cool to look at because the watch gets issued right there, and then boom, all the storms just pop off there. It's amazing, really crazy. Let's see here. Yes, it's dark over here, but the storm should not weaken. Now, they have the potential for elevated, or potential for convection, I should say, after midnight, after sunset, which, I mean, for right now, it is still sunny out there to some degree. It's starting to turn dark, actually. Sunset's starting to go down. I mean, here in Kentucky, I mean, it's pitch black out right now. I mean, there's no more sunlight out. But, But overall, I mean, yeah, no. It's still somewhat sunny out there. I could actually go ahead and show you guys another satellite view. It's actually barely even any sunlight out there anymore. It's very, very dark. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and hop you all over to this. So here's the satellite view from another angle. This is actually the visible spectrum, so you can see the sun. What's really cool, look at that, is you can actually see the shadows. See the shadows from the storm clouds? But yeah, no, there we go. Actually, we'll switch to true color here. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, though? It's amazing. Here, let's actually hop back to like 200 frames so I can actually get like the initiation process in the frame here. So it goes from, you know, fairly clear skies for the most part across the region, a few little clouds, a few little showers out there, nothing too crazy. And then as, you know, we start getting this warm advection, start getting a lot of this warm air pulling inland, you notice how, let's see here, you start to notice how those clouds start to thicken up out there. Still not really any thunderstorms, but, you know, there's a lot more convection starting to occur, some light convection. And then, right as we approach right around 7 o'clock, things explode along that line there. You know, they explode along that line. So that's that, you know, that decaying cold front I was talking to you guys about. And then they just really take off. Actually, I'm curious to see or not infrared. It's there we go. There's infrared. Yeah, infrared looks pretty crazy. But it's just crazy how things just blow up that quickly. I mean, it just goes from nothing to just, oh yeah, complete craziness. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop back to the radar. We got a few new severe thunderstorm warnings that just got issued. Actually, we got 2 of them that's just now gotten issued. This is actually the ones north of San Antonio, actually. This is for portions near Fredericksburg, Texas, towards Morris Ranch, Texas. Another one southeast of London. I think this is mostly rural areas. Yeah, mainly over rural areas of northeastern Kimball and southwestern Mason counties. But the one here for Fredericksburg, yeah, that looks pretty populated. Morris Ranch out there. Let's see here, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, quarter size hail. Yeah, nothing too extreme. You know, just kind of just baseline severe thunderstorm warnings there. $50 for the back one, but this is the one that's also, like I said, basically in rural areas, so it's not going to be too impactful. Except for the local farmers, probably the only impacts there's going to be out there. It actually looks like we just got hail report here in Troy. Also, a new warning literally just now got issued. For that cell that's south of Troy, you know, the one near Waco. So here's Waco up here, Waco, Texas, right there. They just added the new warning to the south for like Rosebud, Temple, Little River Academy, Rogers, let's see, Cameron. We have Davila, let's see, Holland, those regions there. Inside a new warning here for 65 mile per hour wind gusts. It's pretty rare you see that, actually. It's either between 60 and 70, which is interesting. But, yeah, 65 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. I find that interesting. Like, you usually see those warning tags between 60 and 70. You hardly see them between that at 65. I mean, it's... I've been tracking storms for many years, and I've only seen that a handful of times. It's not that common, actually. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, the most common one, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And second would probably be, actually, second would be 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts is the second most common. I'd say third is probably 65. It's weird how it works that way. It's really weird. Anyways, let's see here. So $50 size hail, they still don't have a tornado possible tag on that. You know, like I said, there could be some broad upper level rotation. It doesn't seem to be much of a threat right now. That's why they haven't done anything to it. But it's still a strong storm. This is that one storm that was actually tornado warned at one point. The main threat now is for $50 size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. That's kind of the main gist right now, the main concern. With the storm right now. Let's see here. We got ourselves Florence and Gerald. Yeah, you guys are in that warning as well. Actually, probably some pretty large hail. Yeah, golf ball size hail now. Yeah, that's pretty considerable there. So for Florence and Gerald here in Texas, I mean, we're talking potentially golf ball size hail here and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. So it's definitely a pretty solid, pretty solid warning there. That's for sure. So gotta look out there for that. Let's see. Yeah, those Texas hail, or sorry, the Dallas, not Texas. All of these are in Texas right now, But those Dallas hail reports are starting to diminish now. They're going out of date. Let's see. But anyways, but yeah, no, that's what it seems like. So it looks, I'd say we're probably about halfway through the event at this point, honestly. Yeah, considering that the storms here, you can see the slight risk area. You know, that the severe threat level 2 out of 5, you can see the majority of the storms are on this side. You know, so most of the storms are about halfway through. I think the new SPC outlook comes out here in like, what, 15 minutes or so? More than, knowing the SPC, it's going to be like another 10 minutes before we can actually see the graphic. Because they take forever to update. It's crazy. But yeah, no, we'll definitely, I think we'll be here to see that. I'll probably call it into the stream, maybe around 9:30. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. Or you know what, as soon as we get the SPC outlook, that's probably when I'm going to call it. And that new SPC outlook. Yeah, because, you know, if you don't know, like I said, I'm still moving, still got things I got to do. And all of that stuff, so, you know, but, yeah, I definitely see 2 hours being pretty hefty coverage. I mean, for a slight risk day, pretty good. You know, it's not like a severe weather outbreak. I mean, I would consider this a hail outbreak, considering how much hail we've seen today. There's definitely been, that's definitely verified. The hail definitely, surely is verified. But the winds, I mean, we've had a couple of them, a couple of those wind reports, around 60 or so, but wow, still reporting 45 knots out there by that area. Actually, that just went up a little bit. Let's see here. What's up, James? Hope you're doing good. Abby says a little late, but hi, Andrew. What's up, Abby? I hope you guys are doing good. Once again, glad to have you all this evening. Hope you all had a great weekend. All right, let's see. We have another one here towards that warning. We have not updated on this one a little bit. So towards Paris and Toco near Sumner. Let's see here. Towards Brookston, Reno. 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter hail. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail there. So that is that. Let's see here. So then the one to the south here, this was that previous tornado warning we had there. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, $half size hail overall. And, of course, southwest of that, we had one here for Waxahachie, Bardwell, Garrett, Palmer, Ennis, and Alma. See, quarter hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. Where is this area at? This is in Texas. Here, let me show you. I said that in the most Texan voice. It's in Texas. But yeah, it's in Texas. It's in the kind of east central side. You can see it for yourself. I mean, there's the big state of Texas. Also, yeah, I know you guys can probably see that there is another AOI, another area of possible tropical development out there. But you know, it's going to be battling a lot of strong winds, so that's why I haven't really talked about it much. So. Odds of it developing in anything is extremely low. So they only have it at 10% right now overall. So that's, you know, odds are fairly unlikely. I mean, it's just going to get completely shredded apart by those upper level winds in general. But anyways, yeah, here's the overall the time lapse. Like I said, you have the watch get issued across the red barrier there, you know, that red blockade. Watch issued, and then storms just blow up all across that area. It's pretty cool. It's really, really cool to look at from that point of view. I mean, it's just crazy. Let's see. Did they update any of the watch? They did not. Nope, they haven't got rid of anything. Like I said, we're getting ready to get a new outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center soon. Let me, oh, wow. That seems like a bit of an update. Okay, I'm gonna go off topic for a minute, guys. We're gonna look at the tropics for a few seconds. You know, something we have not done the stream yet. It's also a good time since there's not any tornado warnings or anything. But let's see here. It's not Philippi. It's I forgot the name of this one. Someone correct me. What is it? What's the name of it? It's not Philippi. Well, anyways, regardless, there's a tropical storm out in the Atlantic. It's doing pretty well, actually. It's looking pretty good. Big old a big old blob, not a bob. A big blob of convection popping out there. Fairly well centralized. It's doing really well. This thing's actually forecasted. You know, here's a cone right now. Doesn't seem like it's going to cause a problem for the U.S. as of now. I mean, obviously that's still very far down in line, but it seems like it's pulling a little too north for the most part. Could eventually be some type of concern for Bermuda, but we'll see how that plays out. I mean, still, once again, way too early. But it is expected to turn to the north, more into deeper waters overall. And Bermuda, I mean, keep an eye on it, but it doesn't seem to be much of a big problem. Right now, it's forecasted just to remain a tropical storm, but I think it's going to become a hurricane. I mean, considering if you look at the models here, some of the models in the later life does have this thing possibly getting up even higher in its long range. I mean, it still very well could remain just tropical storm. Regardless, it looks like it's going to remain a tropical storm for quite some time now, though. It looks like it will be a tropical storm for quite several days or so. But yeah, you can see the majority of the line of best fit there, has it gradually picking up maybe a little bit of strength there. But anyways, that's that. Yeah, the spaghetti models are still seriously in disagreement mode overall. I mean, if you look at it, so there's Bermuda right there. And you can just see the big gap between the most east and the most west model. I mean, that's like I'd say that's over 1,000 miles. That's got to be over 1,000 miles. I mean, there's just so much, yeah, literally so much disagreement between these models here. It's crazy. See here, I think I've had my fair share of thunderstorms, Andrew. Says rain. Probably, yeah. We got second spring to go through, though, It's always something. No recon. Yeah, I didn't think so. 91L. Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's actually a second disturbance. Oh, wow. Whoa, wait a minute. What? That blew up quick. I didn't even know it went to a high overall development chance. See, high development chance, 70% chance in the next week. 30% chance in the next 48 hours of development. Shoot, that thing's getting pretty daggone close here. All right, let's go and hop back to the radar for 1 second. We'll pick back up with the tropics here in a minute. Because we just got a new warning here. And also, 1.75-inch hail report towards Waxahachie. Let's see, we also have Bardwell included, Forreston. We have Blooming Grove, Barry, Forest, let's see, Purdon, Dawson, Corbett, and Oak Valley included in the warning here. Quarter hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so nothing too crazy. Let's see here. Also another warning for Temple. We already covered this one. Yeah, the one that's set by Troy. Still the same, basically. Let's see, 60. Oh, yeah, that's the one for 65-mile-per-hour winds and quarter hail. Other than that, yeah, not much has changed since the last time we looked. No tornado warnings right now, which is good. But yeah, no, I'm surprised. 70% chance of development? Like, I was not expecting... I thought that was still at least in the middle ground. I was not expecting it to be that high, but very confident on it. But anyways, over here, back over to the models and stuff. I mean, here's the current satellite imagery. The reason why it's so low, 30% chance in the next 48 hours, is because you can see there's just so much disorganized thunderstorm activity with the storm. I mean, it's got to really pivot that central low. I mean, the low is right in here, it looks like. It's fairly weak. That's got to pick up a little bit more kick to it before things start to really pop off. But it looks like it will develop into something at some point. Also, models are fairly agreeing on this one. Not too bad. You can see there's a minimal gap between those spaghetti models. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, spaghetti models. Minimal gap, so that shows there's a decent amount of agreement between those runs. In the terms of intensity guidance, that's a little uncertain. But the majority definitely does have this thing at least getting in a tropical storm, which, more than likely it's going to turn into another tropical system out there. But yeah, I mean, no immediate impacts to land out there in the tropics. Let's do a full Atlantic view. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that beast. So, that's it right there. So that's that second one we were watching. This one is whatever that name was. Let's see, what was it? I mean, it's not Philippi, like I said. It's not Philippi, but it has some name. But yeah, a big blob. I mean, it's looking pretty healthy. It's a pretty healthy tropical storm out there. Not gonna lie. Right now, it's sustained at 50 with gusts up to 65. It's actually supposed to remain that strength for days. It's supposed to just stay the strength it's at for days. That's what's in the forecast. It's not supposed to really weaken or strengthen. It's just supposed to kind of idle at its strength for a couple days. Let's see your analysis real quickly. Yeah, I want to look at the ocean waters. Let's see, east, North Atlantic. Here we go. Let's zoom in. So the storm is actually right there by, let's see. Got to figure out where that storm is at again. So it's right around 18 degrees north latitude and around 41, 42 degrees west longitude. So, let's see, so 20, sorry, about 18 north, 41 west. 18 north, 41 west. So 18 north, right around here, 41 west. So it's right in here, right in there. So it's yeah, that's why it's not quickly developed. I mean, it's in the waters. It's definitely in warm enough waters to sustain and slightly strengthen. But the forecast, the models has it kind of idling for a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of idling just a little bit here. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Court? Doesn't look like it's going to be interfering with any strong winds either. I mean, obviously you can see where the jet is. I mean, we got that low out here. That's the main driver of the severe weather we had. We got a big, strong jet of air rolling through. And you can see around the storm here, I mean, it's pretty calm. Pretty calm. I mean, we got a little bit of movement to the west, but that's not going to do anything bad to the storm. It's literally in just a zone of really calm winds. And so I don't know why it's not going to sit there and just strengthen a bit. Could be a moisture problem, maybe. Let's see here. Let me look at that. Sorry, guys. We're just taking a look at the tropics for now. Like I said, I'm keeping an eye on the severe weather, too. I mean, there's no tornado warnings or anything right now. Still the same. Literally still like the same as last time we just looked at it. Nothing has really changed on it. But, yeah. Let me look at the models real fast on this. Let's see. 91L. We're gonna full screen this for you guys. Okay, so according to the storm, interesting. Yeah, this one really didn't have it materializing too well. Oh my gosh, come on. Let's see. Relative humidity. Okay, it looks like drier could be a problem. That's probably why. On that south flank, relative humidity is less than 50% across the average of the atmosphere. Yeah, that's definitely probably why it's fading quite a bit. Anyways, so yeah, it's probably dry air. But let's go and hop right back here to the radar, y'all. Let's see here. Oh, actually, I think we just got a new warning. Literally just did. Yep. So the one storm out there by Waxahachie, this is for areas near Purdon, Dawson. Actually, no, this isn't new. Blooming Grove, Richland. I think this is relatively what we looked at before. 60 and quarter size hail being possible on that one. So kind of a baseline severe. We did get a new extension for the one storm here, relatively close to Austin, Texas, just north of Austin, kind of an area called Georgetown. And a warning here. Let's see here. 60 and quarter size hail. And we got another warning out here in rural areas. Not even any cities, towns to list. Out in the pastures. So, yeah, there's really not much. Anyways, yeah, SPC should be updating here soon. I do want to show you guys something that's really neat. So here's the meso analysis. So this is like current conditions across the country. So you notice that big bubble that's up in the northern country. So this is actually a trough. This is what we call a trough. So basically a dip in the jet stream. So the jet stream goes around the trough. That's a low pressure system, and it was actually driving a cold front here. That's what caused the severe weather yesterday, and that's actually what's sparking up the severe weather today. Is that decaying cold front across portions here of Texas and those regions there. Overall, but yeah, no, that's what's happening here. It's pretty neat in general. See, you can see those upper level winds are pretty weak across the Ohio Valley, so nothing too crazy favorable of anything enormous. And whenever it comes to like the instability, like the fuel, the overall energy for thunderstorms, I mean, you can see there's a lot of it, especially out here. Why did my pen get so thin there? But a lot of the big energies are right in there, actually. So you can see, that's why portions of southwest Arkansas has it. But the problem is, the reason why the risk doesn't extend up into portions like Missouri, even though there is instability, there's not much wind shear. Not much, like I said, there's not much winds to organize the storms. Meanwhile, down south, I mean, you have a bit more stronger wind shear, and that's where the instability is the heaviest. That's why we're getting so much activity out there. But anyways, yeah, that's why all the activity's happening out here, because that's where you have the strongest winds and the highest instability. So that's where the target zone is, and that's where things have been active today. So makes sense. That she does. Let's see here. But anyways, say Suga says I think there might be a tornado. There's no warning for one. Where do you think that's at? Let's see, we have Emory. So that one cell. This was actually once tornado warning. They should just updated it. They added a tornado possible tag on it. Oh my gosh, dude! These ants are driving me crazy. I'm having like an ant outbreak over here. Like I literally don't have any food, anything down here at all. And it's like they're everywhere. It's so annoying. I just see one crawl on my monitor. It's like, get out of here. Yeah, there's like literally none elsewhere. Let's see here. Oh, we got reports of something happened towards Commerce, north of Commerce. Power lines between Commerce and Landanoa, say Highway 50. So let's see, Hoodie Villain, are you still here? If you are, do you have power? Because it shows north of Commerce, not too far. It shows places without power. Or power lines down, which, you know, that would obviously cause power outages. Speaking of power outages, let's see how many people are without power right now. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a lot, actually. Yeah, that is definitely a lot. So here's the current power outages out there in Texas. So we have 20,000, almost 21,000 people without power in Texas. That's pretty hefty. See, what about North Carolina? Do they still have any power outages? Yeah, they still do. That's not North Carolina. It's Virginia. There we go. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like they restored most of the power from Tropical Storm Ophelia. Let's see. Let's see, near Quinlan, Texas. Let me look that up. I don't know exactly where. I can't tell you exactly where that's at. You said Quinlan? Quinlan. Is it Quinlan, I guess? Let's see. Oh, okay, that is that storm we were watching. There's not even anything over Quinlan. It's dry. Is this what you're talking about? This is upper level activity. This is 8,000 feet up in the air. Not to mention it's pretty broad. I mean, it looks like some heavy velocity, yeah, but it's pretty broad. I mean, there's not much tight grouping. Oh. Yeah, really not too much. I don't know. Remember, that's upper level, though. A lot can change between the elevations of the atmosphere. I mean, it did have a tornado warning on it for a while. Let's see here. But yeah. Let's see, we're gonna hop y'all back over here to the satellite view. Yeah, look at that. The watch get issued and everything just explodes. I still find that really fascinating to look at. I don't know why. It's just nature is so beautiful. The technology we have too is actually pretty cool. But let's see. Did they issue that new Outlook yet? Like I said, we're getting a new Outlook. I think 9 o'clock. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They issued it 25 minutes ago. Excuse me. They did. So they kept everything basically the same. How did I not see that? How did I not see that? Anyways, yeah, they actually brought down that 2% a little smaller, actually. It's a little smaller. Right in that little area. Let's see, so this includes Tyler, Texas, Paris, Texas, Greenville, Texas, Terrell, Texas, and Sulphur Springs, Texas. Wind still 15 and hail still 15 sig. Yeah, like I said, that hail threat definitely materialized pretty well. Pretty well. see here. Is there power outages near Quinlan? I don't. What county? You know what county Quinlan's in? Let's see here. Is that Ellis County maybe? It's just east of Dallas. I'm not sure. There might be. I mean, there's a few power outages in some of those areas. Interesting. Well, all right, guys. Well, like I said, I was probably going to head off here around 9 o'clock or so. We've already been live over 2 hours today. Like I said, I was also look at that. I was also waiting for that stupid outlook to come through, and it finally did. So I think we're going to start winding things down here, y'all. I'm probably going to call it a night. So, but once again, y'all, thank you for joining. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you guys have a great weekday, or sorry, a great week, not just weekday, but weekdays, tomorrow through Friday. And like I said, tomorrow on the clock, we're not going to do coverage. There's no need for coverage for a little marginal out there. As part of the decaying cold front, there's a continuation of a few isolated severe thunderstorms. No tornado threat at all, so that is not a problem. Let's see here, day 3, a little marginal across. I mean, portion of Illinois. This is for Tuesday. We'll monitor it. I mean, I don't expect to go live for. So we usually don't go live for marginals because they're very isolated. I usually go live for slight risks and higher, but yeah, I don't see any need to be live for tomorrow or tomorrow or Monday. Dang it, tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday. Okay, we'll say that. I don't see any need to be live for Monday or Tuesday as of now. Tomorrow I will still probably do a live stream though, but more than likely it'll be just solely on the tropics and the updates between Philippi or whatever, as well as 91L. So we'll definitely keep y'all keep you guys up to date with all that. But anyways, y'all, well, once again, we're gonna go ahead and wind off here. If there's anything that you want, any questions you might have before we head off, feel free to let us know before we end. If not, y'all, we have a Discord. Join our Discord. It's in the description. You guys can check on that out. You guys can check that out there. So if you want to chat and hang out with us after stream hours, then that's that. But once again, everybody, thank you all so much. I have to give a really big shout out to our donators here for today. Let's go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and hop our way over here. So big shout out in the beginning. Started with Jenny with a whopping $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Jenny. Very sweet of you. We had $2 super chats from Andy. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. We had Wolf Gamer. That was a member for a month. Thank you so much, Wolf Gamer. As well as lastly, we had Hoodie with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, y'all. We really much appreciate y'all. Very sweet of you guys. Once again, big shout out goes to Jenny, Andy, Wolf Gamer, and Hoodie. You guys are the best. We appreciate you. Thanks to the mods for helping keep the chat clean and respectful, as well as thank you for everybody for joining us. And once again, it's an honor to be here for you guys. I really love being here with y'all. But okay, well, yeah, we'll be live here tomorrow for a tropical update. I don't expect to do any coverage tomorrow because it's probably not going to be needed. Like I said, y'all be safe out there. We're going to see some severe weather continue on for probably until midnight. So, but I got some things I'm going to do. So, all right, guys. Well, y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. If there's anything y'all have any questions about, so feel free to join our Discord and ask me or my staff team or anybody in the server. But stream's going to head off here now in 2 minutes, guys. So if there's anything you want to go ahead and say to your friends, family, anybody who you're talking to in chat, go ahead and say your final goodbyes. And all right, guys. Well, y'all take care. Once again, we love y'all. Please be safe out there. And until next time, my friends, we will see you then. All right, guys. Once again, be safe out there. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.